As you know that we just started PATTAKAMMA Sutta, a new sutta. We started last week, and today is going to be the second day of this PATTAKAMMA Sutta. It's a very interesting sutta. You will find that it's very beneficial for your life, day-to-day life, and as a layperson. It's actually meant to discuss about layperson's life. Now, you mostly learn Dhamma from the monastic version of life, and this is specifically for the lay people. And you will understand that how did the Buddha ask lay people to plan their life and then to spend their life. The first wish a layperson may have is, may wealth come to me righteously. Now, wealth is not only money. It has money and other things. It could be physical things, real estates, wealth management, whatever the wealth that a layperson wishes. May that wealth come to me. Oh, now you can think individually. May all the wealth come to me righteously. I can again hear an echo, right? So, well, every layperson mostly. I mean, if you are really a Buddhist person, if you really want to practice the Buddha's teachings, the Buddha says, may wealth come to me righteous. This is a very interesting wish, right? This is what we've been discussing last Monday. Now everything is okay. I mean, I don't hear the echo. It should be okay. All right. So we discussed about money, wealth, last Monday. Let me ask you. Actually, I made some questions for notes for last Monday. I'm sorry about that, the delay that I took because I'm traveling. I've been traveling a lot, a couple of days too. So, but I made the notes and you could see, and even notes for today, you can see also. So, let's see. Maybe I'm going to point out the questions under the notes so you can learn out of it. Okay. What is the difference between wealth and money? Now, wealth is a very larger area of what you have. It does not only include money. It could be other physical things, mobile things, money, right? Even your education, your knowledge. Can we call your good karma also as a wealth? Can we? It's a wealth, right? So you are making good karmas every day. When you come to the temple, when you are making dana, when you are even being nice to other people, when you are practicing 10 kusalas, precepts, meditation, you are creating lots of wealth of merits, right? So wealth is a very larger area of what you have. It could be physical, non-physical, right? So there is a difference between wealth and money. When you say wealth, it is very interesting because it covers all aspects of what you have. What is the significance of gaining wealth in righteous ways? It is very important to gain whatever the wealth that you are having in righteous ways. What are the righteous ways? You are making money, you are making wealth without cheating on other people, without misleading other people, without promoting things in wrong ways, right? Like, in today's world, there is a big issue with the scammers, right? The scammers are really, I would say, misleading people to get money online, right? There are scammers. There are a lot of fraudulent things happening online, right? A few decades ago, it was mainly the thieves who come to houses, who break in, who take your things away. Now, online scammers, thieves online, right? So not even that. If you are someone who is working in a government place office, maybe in a private office, you are making sure that you are not uh, misusing. Maybe you are not a part of a work by which you are taking other people's stuff away. You are not wrongly uh, leading people up to certain unnecessary things so that you are making money. You are making sure that you have a certain work that you are involved with, whereby you are gaining wealth, money in the proper way, right? That means as a Buddhist, you may not be able to do any work. Huh? And make sure you may do, but whenever you understand more Dhamma, then you are trying to see what could be a better way to earn wealth. Because you cannot quit the job in a day or two, right? Because it's a living, so you probably looking after a lot of people, parents, families. So then you may not be able to quit the job. But if you know that this is not a wholesome, ethical, righteous work, then you are slowly trying to find ways to make money in the proper way. It might take time, but at least you understand. At least you will have understood. All right? What are the righteous jobs? A job that will not lead people to embrace unwholesomeness. A work whereby you are not misusing other people's money. A work that is not harmful to this Dhamma practice, maybe for the whole world, well-being of the whole world. You can think about it. Is it easy or difficult to work with ethical works? If not, how should we pursue ethical jobs? Is it easy or difficult to work with ethical works? It might be challenging. It might be, of course, it might be challenging because easy money can. I think I again hear some echo. Easy money can come to you anytime without being righteous, without you being righteous about that ethical job. So, what you need to understand is that it might be challenging, but you need to find ways to do it. You need to plan ahead. If it might be difficult, at the very least, you understand that there may be different ways of making money in the proper way. Right? Don't quit in a day or two, but at least plan the work so you can not fall into the unrighteous ways of making money. Does Buddhism teach against money? Did the Buddha ask lay people to have a very, I would say, anti-money perspective? He did not. He said, earn money. Money is not evil. But make money in the proper way. And he also did not say that there's a limit in making money. You can make money. But the problem is, as he understands, as he told us, was that never ever be greedy for the money. You need money, and different people need different money. Different people need different levels of money. It's okay. But the problem is, when the point that you are making greed, you are developing greed towards the money you have and the money that you don't have. So if you understand that, so it should be okay. So Buddhism does not teach anything against money. Why do I say so? Because there are people, when they learn more Dhamma, they learn in different scattered places. Somehow they come to a point that money is evil. And they are also promoting other people, hey, don't make money, You can't make money, let go everything. Huh? Isn't it? Have you ever heard people claiming like that, saying like that? You have to let go everything, even money. That is a certain teaching that you need to understand at a higher level. But as a layperson, you need to make money. The Buddha says by himself, Bhagavad Sutta, PATTAKAMMA Sutta. But when you make money, at a certain point, you understand that you should be able to let go, maybe not physically, but mentally, the greed towards the money that you may have. Right? Otherwise, there is no teaching that you need to. You don't need to have money, or you cannot keep the money. Wealth. You need. Huh? Finally, where is the problem? Is it the total avoidance of using wealth or prudent use of wealth? The most important thing that matters to all of you is wise use of wealth. You need to wisely use wealth, money. All right, this is what we've been discussing last Monday. Now, today we are going to talk about the second wish. Second wish of lay people. First one, may wealth come to me righteously. I think nobody likes to get money in wrong ways. I remember when I meet some people who work for tobacco, distillery companies, what else? Especially the tobacco. And they have their interesting statement. Bhante, we are not asking people to smoke. But anyways, we cannot say this is good and this is bad, but they have their self-understanding. They have their own ways of justifying the things. I'm not saying they have to quit right away. If they can, go for a better one in terms of ethicality. At the same time, money as well. You don't have to go for a very cheaper work just for the ethical things. You can even find out Dhamma-friendly, righteous works where you will get paid more. Because you can't live without enough wealth and money. All right, so today we are going to discuss the second wish. Now, this was the first one. Bhoga me uppajjantu sahadhammena. May wealth come to me righteously. This is the first thing in the world that is wished for. So everybody likes this. We call itto, that means wish for. Kanto, as you can see here, desire. Manapo, agreeable. Dullabho lokasmin, but very rare. Not everybody can make money in righteous ways. So it means that if many people cannot make it that way, but they can still find out better ways to make it. Right? The first one. Then the second one. Okay. That's 3. Bhoge laddha sahadhammena. Yaso me agachat. Maybe I'm going to make it a little bit. Bhoge laddha sahadhammena. Yaso me agachatu sahanyati saha pajjayehi. Ayang dutiyo dhammo itto kanto manapo dullabho lokasmin. Now, having earned wealth, including money, righteously, what could be the second thing that a layperson can think about? Which is yaso. May good reputation come to me. Not even to me. Sahanyati, saha upajjay, to my family and to my teachers. Interesting, huh? If anyone of you has never thought that the Buddha asks you to think about good reputation. Right? Do we all need good reputation, Dhamma folks? Yes or no? Do we like other people talk good about us? Do we? Do we mostly see people bad mouthing us or good mouthing us? Normally, what we can see is people go here and there and they bad mouth about us. This person is as such and this, so we're getting very sad about why these people are talking like this. What if that there is somebody who is good mouthing about you? You are a good person. We have to think that this person is a Kalyana Mitra. We can learn a lot of things. Such a very beautiful, blessed person. Good mouth. That means we all like to have a good reputation. But never ever be greedy for that. Don't chase after that. Never chase after good reputation. Are many people in this society chasing after good reputation? Are they? Aren't they paying some money to other people? Hey, promote myself, promote my business, promote my good name, talk about me in these places, give me some validations, give me some credits. Are they doing as such? They are doing that because they are trying to make good reputation by force. But the Buddha says, when you have earned wealth, money, in righteous ways, then the good reputation is slowly, gradually arising, coming out. Right? So it is a need. It's a beautiful wish that when you think that may a good reputation come to me, my family, and my teachers. But be careful. Do not bring greed towards this good reputation. This is an interesting thing. Now, let's talk about this. If we can look for more teachings about good reputation, what can we learn about it? Can you remember a Dhammapada stanza where the Buddha says how to become a popular person? Let me ask you, would you like to be a popular person who has a good reputation? Are you? You should be. Then the Buddha says there are a couple of things that those people need to practice, develop, if you want to become a popular person. This is the stanza. Utthana vatu satimatu suchikammas nisammakarino sanyatasya cha dhammajivino appamattassa yasovi vaddati. Okay, number one. Utthana vatu. The first thing that you need to do if you want a good reputation, you should be an energetic person. Right? An energetic person, not like a laid back, lazy, right? Sluggish, who has tina midda. The Pali word is tina midda. What is tina midda? Slow and torpor. If you have a lot of tina midda, you cannot practice Dhamma, right? Isn't it? Now, even you cannot practice loving kindness, metta also. Why do I say so? If you go to the Metta Sutta, you can see this. It is said, Tittang charang nisinva sayanuva yavatassa vigatamikku etang sating aditya brahmametang viharang idamahu. Do you find Tinamidda over here? In this stanza? Tittang charang nisinova sayanova yavatassa vigatamiddu etang sating aditya brahmametang viharang idamahu. Yeah, there is midda. Midda means Tina midda, right? Midda means Tina midda. Now, we understand according to the, what do you call, 5 hindrances, that Tina midda means laziness of thought, and then laziness of mental factors. This is what we call by Tina and Mid. So that means if you want to become a person who may have a good reputation, then you be an energetic person, not a laid-back person. How to become an energetic person? Trying to create energy. Number 2, Satimato. Satimato means a person who has sati. A person who has sati. Is sati very important to all of us? Yes. How much is sati important to us? How much sati do we want? Every time you make an akusala in your life, there is a moment of lack of sati. That is why we make akusala. If we have enough sati, then you are not able to make akusala. Right? That's very important, because that's something that you need to think about. So it's very important to keep sati in hand. Not sati only on a retreat day. Not sati only on a poya day, full moon day, observance day. Right? You may have it on that day also, but the most important thing is to keep sati handy all the time. For example, not even making akusala, but also even some moments of forgetfulness. Right? You need lots of mindfulness, lots of sati. And then now the second thing is mind. Let's say if you are a very not mindful, I would say sati person who has lots of sati, other people trust you a lot, isn't it? Oh, this person never gets late. Huh? Come on time. Right? Never forgets to wish me, never forgets to show up, attend, never forgets to say thank you, never forgets to say sorry. Very responsible person. Why? His or her mindfulness, sati, is always handy, because he or she always uses sati in daily life, not only on a retreat. Like you are so good on that day. That person has lots of sati in his or her life. While driving, while talking, while doing daily chores, truly practicing them at that point. And then Uttanavato Satimato, then Suchikammassa Nisammakarin. What does Suchikammassa mean? Suchikammassa means being able to get an idea from those people who need to be consulted. Actually, in our life, we all are supposed to be very independent. We all are supposed to make decisions on our own. But sometimes, when you are in a place, when you are in a, I would say, workplace, maybe a center, maybe in another organization, you may need to ask some opinion of other people too. So everybody's. If you're going to do everything on your own, where you need to consult other people, then other people may not be happy. Oh, this person comes and mess up the whole event. Maybe we are the people who are doing everything, but somebody lands in the last one, hijack the whole event. Right? These things are happening in some places. They are saying they are hijackers. They are landing in the right moment. Just before the event, they hijack everything. But if you are somebody who understands that there are some, people that you may need to get some consultation, you are going to do anything, other people. If you are a good spouse, if you are a good husband, good wife, you are supposed to talk to the better half. So then you are both out. Not that you do your own way, I do my own way. So finally, where is this going? There is a certain compromising level that you need to keep your life going, nice and neat. That's very important. So nisammakarano means that you consult the right people at the right time before you making a decision, before you making something happen. Nisammakarano. Then sanyatassacha. Sanyatassa means you are a very calm person. Your senses are calm. Your senses are calm. Now, a lot of people in our society, they know that this is good and this is bad. But where is the problem? Can you think about the problem? Where is the problem? They know that this is not good and I'm impatient. And this is not good, I'm angry. And this is not good, I'm having some other issues with my mental states. But still they cannot handle their emotions. What is the problem? Where is the problem? The problem is that there is not a buffer to their other certain akusala emotions. Let's say, if there is someone who is getting impatient, getting sad, getting angry, getting annoyed, but if that person is going to validate, it's okay, I had to be angry, I had to be sad, I had to be this and that, then that person is not thinking that I need to really overcome this mental state, right? Now it is just as a river. Now normally we know that it might be sometimes challenging and hard to live near a river because we know the river can be flooded. But river is not flooding. But one day river can be flooding. So then the people understand that it is not good to make a house nearby those areas. The river is okay. The river is flowing nice, but one day it can be flooded. So then you are making a decision, I'm not going to go there. Let's say if you are going to go there, once the river is flooding, then you are flooded as well. In the same way, you understand when you talk like this to somebody, it might happen, it might not happen. There may be an argument, there may not be an argument. But anyways, there is a high chance that more of our personal events can go to certain challenging moments because we are not allowing a buffer zone. We have to have a buffer zone for our akusala activities. What I meant by buffer zone means that we think that this is how I can make an akusala, how I can make the kusala. But sometimes, very unexpectedly, we might be driven onto akusala. That is what I call is a buffer zone. So we have to put things for that time. That is the time that we need lots of patience, lots of understanding. Right? That's the time we need lots of understanding and all that. So, sanyatassacha means that you need to be a calm person. Calmness is very important to all of us. Are you a calm person? How to become a calm person? That means you are taking care of your sense faculties. You are taking care of your rupas. You are taking care of your sattas. Whatever the images come to you, you are very aware that this is how I'm going to handle my rupas. and you are very calm and you understand whatever the sounds that come to my ears, I know how to handle them. Whatever the smell come to my nose, I know how to handle it. Whatever the taste that come to my tongue, I know how to handle them. The taste. This is a big issue to many people. That means a lot of people there having some hard times, challenging times when it comes to tasting, right? Because greed is not only related to the humans; it is also related to the other things, right? So that you understand how to take care of your taste. What do you mean by taste is tongue. And then whatever the touch that I will be going through, I know and you know that how to take care of your body. Where to end up, where to manage my unnecessary touch. At the same time, thoughts. There may be lots of thoughts coming to us. We may not be able to stop them. We don't have to stop them, but we are understanding what these thoughts are, what these thoughts will be. So we have a good handling. Well, we are well handled with our senses. So if you are as such, then you are a very calm person. Have you ever seen people who have never gone to a religious place, who have never gone to a church, Buddhist temple, but they are very calm? They are calmer than you. Have you ever noticed such people in your friend circle, family circle? You may have. Because how have they been that calm? Because they have been practicing calmness in their previous lives as well. That's why. So it is just a sansaric thing for them. Have you also noticed that there are some animals, some dogs, some cats who are very patient? Very patient. They are more patient than other cats and dogs. Why is it? They might be domesticated. They might be. But sometimes, by default, they are very friendly and patient. Right? Why is it? One thing is that they might be domesticated. Maybe they are in a good family. Probably that family is also very patient, very calm. Right? That has gone to the cat in that family, in that house. That has also gone to the dog in that house, because the people in that house, they are calm and it's very serene too. What if there is a family who is always arguing each other and making swear words? Even the dogs and cats in the household also will become very terrible. Because this is what they hear, right? They hear all the time people are arguing in the household, swearing and they're using bad words. They also hear. They can feel at home. They feel the emotions of these people, right? So anyways, the Sanyata such means we need to be people who take care of our sense. Don't tell that and don't act external things like what you call rupas and then saddhas, that means images, saddhas, then what you call gandhas, and rasas, potambas, dhamma, they are stronger than our sense. You say that, if you say so, that means you are a person who does not practice the Dhamma. You may listen to Dhamma. Right? There are people who don't listen to Dhamma. There are people who listen to Dhamma. But out of the people who are listening to Dhamma, there is a very small number of people who are putting that Dhamma into the practice. So putting that Dhamma into the practice is the most important thing in this process. Right? In the right way. Huh? Some people put it into practice in their own way. Right? You may come to a certain level as such, but there is a certain framework that you need to plan in order to bring the Dhamma into the practice. Next thing is Sanyatassacha. Then Dhamma Jivino. Dhamma Jivino means what you call living according to the Dhamm. That's very important too, because we are supposed to live according to the Dhamm. That is called Dhamma Jivino. Now, if someone is Uttan Bato, very energetic, and Satimato, very what you call full of sati, Satimato, Suchikammasa. Suchikammasa, we missed that part. Suchikammasa means doing everything to the best of that person. Let's say that we are giving a task to that person. That person is always responsible, always trying to take the responsibility, always trying to do it without neglecting the activities that are given to that particular task. Suchikammasa. Nisammakarano means always trying to do things by consulting the proper individuals. Right? Are there problems occurring when people are not consulting the proper individuals and going to do things? There are. So you can minimize them. And when you are a person who is properly consulting other people, and you will be naturally credited for that. This person never does anything that is going to go against us. It's a very good thing. But sometimes you may have to work independently. So both have to be done according to the time, place, and other people. Sanyatassacha, as we say, calmness in your senses. And then Dhamma Jivino means living according to Dhamma. Now, going back, the second wish is connected to this. That means you lay people need to have a good reputation. Actually, when you don't have a good reputation, what can happen to you? Can you think about that too? Can you think about people who are dividing other people, who are talking behind the back, who are bad-mouthing you? Can you think about their irony? Can you think about their background? You can see a lot of people who are bad-mouthing others. They don't have proper reputation. So they are mad about it. So they are not happy about their life. If there is someone who has a good reputation, that person will not badmouth. Why is it? There is nothing that person wants to gain from others at that point. That's an interesting point too. That means in our life, we need to understand that reputation is not just a normal thing. It is such a very important thing for all of us to have, but in the right way, proper way. Don't try to get it by force. Don't try to be greedy about it. These are the issues that many people are doing. When they are greedy about good reputation, and when they try to make it by force, then you may have lots of issues coming. On the other hand, now let's talk about some stories that we know in the Buddhist history. Now, this is one very good example. When people come to see the Buddha, some people told the Buddha, Bhante, can you say that you are an omniscient person? Okay. What is omniscient person mean? What is omniscience? Can you declare that you know everything? Sabbanyu. The Pali word is Sabbanyu. Then the Buddha said, I am not Sabbanyu. I am not omniscient. in his many suttas, actually, his early suttas. But in the Khuddaka Nikaya, we have a book called Patisambhida Magga. What is the name of the book? Patisambhida Magga. This is a book under the Khuddaka Nikaya. Khuddaka Nikaya has a lot of later additions, actually. In this Pali book, in the Khuddaka Nikaya, the senior monk said that Buddha is Sabbat. The Buddha knows everything. Right? But the Buddha said, I'm not claiming, just like other pre-Buddhist or contemporary just that I know everything. He was a very what do you call, very, I would say, a person who does not boast about him. I'm trying to say that he was a very humble person, right? So when you discuss about this topic of good reputation, we also need to be very humble because of not understanding how to become a good person, how to become a reputable person can lead to certain akusalas too. Right? If you don't understand how to become a popular person who has a good reputation, that might lead up to certain akusalas. Can you think about one akusala that people make when they don't understand how to become a person who has a good reputation? When they are not having a good reputation, they are trying to brag about it. I'm like that. I've been practicing this many years. I know this and that. I was this practitioner, that practitioner. I go to these viharas and all that. Why? There is no good reputation of that person. The person is trying to make a good reputation by himself or herself. That's why I'm saying the Buddha understood that we properly need to make our life to an extent where we have the good reputation. If you don't have it, then you are trying to do it by force. Then you are trying to create another akusala and many other akusalas. That is why we need to have a good reputation. But in the natural, Buddha said, you can have it by being a good person. Now, even if you consider Metta Sutta, you can see the Pali words called, Anatimani. Santussakocha subharocha, appakichocha, sallahuka buddhi. And you can see Anatimani over there. Anatimani means you have a less conceit. If you don't have the right proper reputation, then you will create. Don't have it, then you will brag about yourself. You will boast about you. You don't have it, right? Those who have a good reputation, as the Buddha said, they don't have to divide other people. They don't have to brag them, right? So this leads to a lot of important aspects. If someone doesn't have a good reputation, it will lead up to unnecessary. When you say good reputation, is it about money? Is it about physical things? Not necessarily. Now, here, good reputation means a development of your good qualities, an improvement, a progress about character is what we understand by good reputation, right? So, how can you improve your character to a level where you have a good reputation? You need to practice Uttanavato, Satimato, Suchikammassa, Nisammakarino, Sanyatasara, Dhammajivi. There are a couple of things to practice in order to have this good reputation. On the other hand, you are not only wishing as a layperson good reputation to you, you are also expecting good reputation for Jnati and Upajjaya. Jnati You wish that may my family also have a good reputation. What a good thing, huh? Would you like your family members, your lineage, your ancestors? Now you are having a day, huh? What do you call that day coming up? April 2nd? Chengmeng? Chengmeng Day. Chengmeng. How do you call it? Ancestral Day. You are thinking about your ancestors. You want to be grateful to them, isn't it? See, you would like to have it, definitely. That means you are expecting a lots of gratitude to go to those people. So here, the lay person not only wishes that may good reputation come to me, may good reputation come to my family and my family members, even to my grandfather, my grandmother, my lineage. Right? Not even family, but also upajjai, that means teachers. When you learn something from a teacher, maybe a lay person, maybe a monastic teacher, you are so grateful. You are thinking, may this good reputation come to my teachers as well. Right? So this is the second wish. I think we can now take a moment of time for anybody to ask any questions, so I can then proceed to the next level. Anybody has any questions about the second wish before we go some further details? This appears in the Dhammapada stanza, number 24. You can see the Dhammapada stanza. Uttanavatu, this is number 1. Satimatu, number 2. Suchikammasa, number 3. Nisammakara, number 4. Sanyatassacha, number 5. Dhammajīva, number 6. Appamattassa, number 7. Now, Buddha says that if you want to have good reputation, yaso, you need to practice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 qualities. Uttanavatu means you have to be energetic, not being late, not being lazy. And Satimato means you should have a lot of sati. Suchikammasa means you need to do anything that is given to you, that you do in the proper way. Nisammakarano means, as I said, whenever you are doing anything, prior to that doing, if you think you need to consult someone, the right people, you may need to consult them so that everything will be going very well. You are on the same page. Sanyatassacha means you need to calm yourself, your sense faculties, your chakku, sota, gana, jivha, kaya, mana. And Dhammajīvino means you need to practice Dhamma in your life. Sometimes there are people who are merely listeners of the Dhamma. They go to many Dhamma talks but never practice even a single thing that the Bhantes are giving. They hear from here and then they bring Dhamma back home, but they never plant the seed of the Dhamma. So they never benefit. Right? So that is what we call Dhammajīva. So if you practice, you have the good reputation at that point too. And then finally, Appamattassa. Appamattassa means not being late. I would say this is a little bit more higher than the Uttanavatu. That means not being late for the Dhamma. You are not waiting until you get old to practice the Dhamma. There are people, they are waiting to get old. So when they are getting old, they cannot sit down, they cannot practice. They have problems in their cognition, they have problems in understanding. So better to practice Dhamma as early as you can. Even for a young person, they don't have to quit their young life, your young activities as you want, but trying to understand the reality of the Dhamma. The life through Dhamma is what you need to do. Right? So try to practice Dhamma as early as possible by having a good lay life. when many Dhamma speakers talk about practicing Dhamma at an early age, a lot of people misunderstand that these people are asking us to give up all our pleasures. But it is not. Maybe the way that they are explaining might be like as such. So, apamattasa means not being late to practicing the Dhamma. Because now, say for instance, when you learn Dhamma at a young age, then you can practice well when you're getting old. When you learn Dhamma at a later time in your life, when are you going to practice that Dhamma? It might be a little challenging to you. You learn now and you have to practice at the same time. When you learn it when you are early in your life, then you understand that, okay, this is the time that I'm going to practice. Enough time for the reflection. So, what I was saying to you is that this Pali stanza, once again, I'm going to show you, you can check this with the Dhammapada. Dhammapada, verse number 24. Utthana vatu satimatu suchikammas nisammakan sanyatassa cha dhammajivino appamattassa yasobi. But as you can see here, these 7 qualities lead you to have a good reputation. Yes. So it's very interesting. So good reputation is a need, and don't think as a Buddhist you cannot expect that. The Buddha says that it is good that a layperson wishes to have a good reputation. Right? Now normally we have bad reputations about people. Now this guy is always criticizing other people, complaining, now this lady, and they are really bad mouthing about other people because the bad reputation has gone to certain higher levels of many people's lives. So you can well manage your reputation. Not the reputation about your money, not your education, not your jobs. Here, reputation in terms of your character. Right? Sometimes you may have felt you are such a good person, but only certain number of people say you are a good person. Isn't it? Other people keep criticizing you. Right? That means your level of good reputation is not very consistent. It's not very, I would say, properly shared, properly go to many people. That means you may still have to do certain things in that stanza, those 7 things. Family members and teachers, you would be happy if people compliment about them too, along the practicing of those 7. Bhoge ladha, bhoge means wealth, ladha means receive, saha dhammena, with righteousness, yaso means good reputation, agacchatu, agacchatu. Agacchatu means, gacchati means, what is the Pali translation of gacchati? Gacchati means, anybody? Gacchati? Gacchati, this Pali word. Gacchati. Here, gacchatu. Gacchatu. Where is this term coming from? Gacchatu? Gacchati means go. Any very famous place where you find gacchati? Buddhang saranang gacchami. Gacchami means go. I go to the Buddha for refuge. Gacchami. But gacchami means you go. What if you put a at the beginning? You put a, then plus gacchati. Gacchati means go. When you put a before gacchati, agacchati. Come to me. That one is you go. Agacchati means come to me. That means, what are you expecting to come over to your life? Is yaso mi agacchatu. Sahanyati saha upajjayeti. That means you are expecting good reputation to come to you. Can the good reputation come to you without any effort? It might not, right? You have to show it through your character. Right? Character building is very important. Personality, right? Without creating sakkaya ditthi, you should be able to build up your character. Sometimes when people build up their characters, they are getting stuck with the sakkaya ditthi. It's a good term to discuss. Sakkaya ditthi. Let's discuss about it. Because now here, you will get good reputation by building up your character. How to build up your character without falling on to sakkaya ditthi? What is sakkaya ditthi over here? Sakkaya ditthi, I don't think there's a proper English translation. Some people translate ego, personality, conceit. Sakkaya ditthi is sakkaya ditthi. But you could say that you are going to be greedy for the 5 aggregates in 20 ways. There are 20 sakkaya ditthis. How to build up your personality, your character, without falling onto the sakkaya ditthi. One very good example is Vishakha. Who is Vishakha? The lady who was the chief benefactress, the chief female devotee to the Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha. What is her story? Has anybody read about her story, her life? Now, this story of Vishakha is very important to understand, building up the character without falling onto sakkaya ditthi. Now, Vishakha became a Sotapanna when she was 7 years old. Have you heard this before? Now, she became a Sotapanna when she was 7 years old. Is it a very simple thing for a 7 years old girl to become a Sotapanna? Can you imagine? But she did. How she did? Not because of this life, but because she has been practicing Dhamma in previous lives. And then something triggered and she was able to become a Sotapanna. But the interesting thing is not that. When she became a Sotapanna, when she was 7 years old, by the time she's becoming a teenager, she fell in love with a man. Can a Sotapanna fall in love with a man or a woman? But she did. And then she married to that man. And then she got children. And not even that, she got 500 grandkids. What a very big family is that. Now the problem is, in today's world, in order to become a Sotapanna, people are leaving the household and becoming monks and nuns. But in this story, this Vishakha became a Sotapanna even before the relationship. And then she continued to be so. That means another problem that is arising is that how come a Sotapanna falls in love with somebody? This is something very interesting to discuss. That means Sotapannas can still fall in love and then have a married life because they are not greedy about their 5 aggregates. They know what is happening. They are using their 5 aggregates without building up a sakkaya ditthi. That means you can practice Dhamma and definitely can become a Sotapanna as a layperson. Definitely, guaranteed. But the thing that is necessary for you is that it is not that you are not doing this and that, unless you are not doing akusalas. You still love your husband, wife, and your children, but you know one day what is going to happen to you. That you are going to leave this life, you are going to leave these people, you do your responsibilities, but you know what's happening. You are not creating greed about your family. You are not creating greed about your husband, your wife, your children, other people. If you don't have greed, but still you do your responsibilities in the way possible. This allows this person exist as a Sotapan within the day life. Now, I'm going to connect the good reputation to character building. Right? Now we are talking about character building, because when you are building a good character, then definitely you can have the good reputation. So now you are trying to practice 7 good qualities. You are going to be energetic all the time. You are going to be having sati, what you call more sati practice in your activities. And then you are going to have, let's go again to the text. And you are going to have Uttanavato Satimato Suchikammas, whatever the task you are given, you are going to do the best of you. You are very responsible. You are taking care of that particular activity. Nisammakarino, you are not only doing the way you think all the time, you are asking other people's second opinion. When you are asking some ideas, you are consulting other people. Right? It's very good, because then people appreciate you. You are such a good person. You are not only doing the way you want, you are asking our opinion also. They might not give you an opinion, but still the asking is very important. They appreciate you. Right? How many problems arising in our life when we are doing things without consulting the right people? A lot of misunderstanding are happening. A lot of arguments are happening just because you did the way you want sometimes. I'm not saying you have to consult people all the time. You must be independent. But there are certain times you may need to ask opinion, idea. They are happy, everything is happy, things are really going on. That's why at the end of most of the events, we take a feedback, right? Isn't it? Why? We want to know what other people think about it. Streamline the event, fine-tune the event, develop the event, improve the event. Right? This as such. Then, Suchikamasa Nisammaka, Sanyata Sachi. So this is also a very good character builder. This, what is it? Becoming a very serene, calm person. A very good character builder, because then you are investing a lot in your character. Right? A lot of good qualities. You have time to invest, and you making time to incorporate them. Right? Sometimes you are listening to non-stop Dhamma talks, Dhamma sharing, but you don't have time to invest them in your daily life. No time to practice. Only listening on, right? So we call it Sanyata. Then Dhammajivi, you are always trying to look at how did the Buddha tell us to practice the Dhamma. What is the Buddha's advice? The proper, true Dhamma advice. Right? Let's say you are going to talk to somebody. Is my speech free from lying, savada? Is my speech free from what you call bad mouthing? Is my speech free from also harsh speech? Is my speech free from gossiping, sampapala? Make sure. That is how you're going to bring Dhamma to your speech. When you are going to think about, you are thinking, are my thoughts about covetousness, abhijja? Are my thoughts about ill will? Are my thoughts about micchaditi wrong? So, if not that, they are very good thoughts. You're also going to check whether are my actions free from anatipata, not killing, saving other beings, including you? Are my actions free from adinadana, not stealing or saving other people's belongings stuff? Are my actions free from kamesa michachara, not stepping over to other people's relationship, whether you are respecting other people, whether you are not engaging in misconduct, sexual misconduct? This means you are practicing Dhamma according to how the Buddha said. Right? Practice the Dhamma according to how the Buddha said. Right? Not according to somebody said. Always consult a monastic teacher, Bhante, where is the reference for this idea? Then you will know, this is given in the proper place. It's a true thing. Right? Practice Dhamma in the proper way, not in different other people's second opinion ways. Right? That is very important. So anyways, now here you understand Dhammajivi now. This is the sixth, what you call fame builder, good reputation builder. The seventh one is Appamada. Appamada means not being late to practicing the Dhamma. Never postpone your Dhamma activities, right? Never put off time, for practicing the Dhamma things. Practicing the Dhamma thing might not need a lot of isolation time, right? Whenever you talk, be reflective. Try to reflect whether is this speech a good one or bad one. Whether you act, whether you before you act, think about whether this is part of the Dhamma. So you can look at different ways to check in whether you are properly practicing the Dhamma or not. Right? So when you are doing as such, when you've been building up your character like this for some time, maybe over the course of time, you will see benefits in the proper way, not in the wrong way, expecting fame and good reputation by force. You see that how people appreciate you, how people appreciate your character, and then how people appreciate how you impact other people in the best possible way. Right? Now remember my example story, in a house of lot of turmoil, swear words, frustrations, annoyances, even the animals in that household become as such. This is what they are hearing. This is what they are actually focusing on. It affects. If you are associating a good human being who is always trying to build up the character in the Buddhist way, you will be affected. You will be impacted according to how he or she lives. Right? Do you remember the story? I think it's a Jataka story where there was an elephant, royal elephant, the king's elephant. So this royal elephant was being taken care by the mahouts very well. But all of a sudden, the elephant started limping. Then the king was worried about the elephant. How come is the elephant limping now? He has been very good. Then he asked some probably officers, check, why is the royal elephant limping here? Then they found out the reason was that there is a new mahout was in charge of that elephant. That mahout has a limping. The royal elephant imitated the mahout's limping. Otherwise, he had no problem with limping. He was walking properly. Elephants also followed the mahout. That means people are impacted. If you are with the wrong person, you are badly impacted. You are influenced in the wrong way, akusala influence. If you are with the kusala people, you are influenced. That influence happens without a notice, very unnoticeable, but it's happening. Right? Take the example of the elephant, royal elephant, who suddenly started limping because they fell. So when you are with the good people, this is one very good way to build up your character for a good reputation. All right, any questions before we go to the transference of merits? About today, good reputation. It is a wish, the Buddha said. Every lay person has this wish. After the first wish, may good reputation, may wealth come to me righteously. Now, may good reputation come to me. It's not a bad wish. Don't think expecting a good reputation in the proper way is bad. It's okay. But you have to let it come in the proper way. Not by force. Not by being very greedy about good reputation.
But the topic of the Dhammapada is called Kumbha Gosa. What's the meaning? Kaseti, Vatu.
Kumbha Goshaka is a man. It's a man. Every Dhammapada story, Dhammapada verse has a story. The story about this stanza is about a man, young man called Kumbha Gosaka. Let me tell you, Kumbha Gosaka, his name is Gosaka actually. Gosaka was a son of a family, wealthy family. But what happened, by the time that their parents were living very rich, there was a certain pandemic hit the city. Then this pandemic is more likely a corona pandemic. It's called Ahivataka. It's a pandemic. They have different ideas about it. Could be coming from the snakes, could be coming from a certain other thing. Anyway, it's a pandemic. So then the mother and father said, son, we won't be able to survive. We're going to die definitely. No medications for this. You leave the house, go somewhere, build up your life. And one day when you come back, this is where we bury the treasures. So now he left. Still, his name was not Kumbha Goshak. He had another name. Then he went. So he came back to the city after the pandemic was finished. But when he came back, he did not show other people that he had a lot of money inherited by his father, mother. What he did, every morning, he was trying to sell certain things to the city people. So one day, one banker, we call Setti, was going on this road where he was selling the stuff. He had a very high pitch voice when he was selling. He has to say like, "Oh, I have this, that, and this." The banker overheard this. Then he thought, this person is so energetic, doing the business very well. He's not lazy guy. So he then offered another banker post to him. He called Setti post, and he became a rich person with all what he inherited from his mother and father, and also from becoming being upgraded onto a Setti post. So Goshaka means how he did the selling. Goshaka means very noisy. His voice was noisy. Kumbha means name. Goshaka means he is a very noisy person. Kumbha Goshaka, the noisy rich man. Make sense? Actually, when you have a very loud voice, you can attract many people, but don't become a loud person if you are in the business. Right? Soft voice has its own benefits. Loud voice also has certain benefits, right? Are you new to our discussion? Is it today's?
No, I'm not new. I was here a few times.
Okay. I didn't see you properly. Okay, go ahead, please.
Yeah, my question is, what if we are not seeking fame? What should we practice?
We are not seeking fame, but we are building our character properly. Fame will automatically arise. Now, what the Buddha says is that you are not making it by force. You are building up your character in the proper way with the Dhamma, so the good reputation will naturally arise. Those people who are expecting the good reputation by force, they may do a lot of unethical, unwholesome, akusala things. Right? It's like that you're making a couple of wrong fake accounts on Google and trying to Google review people, Yelp review, saying that this is a good thing, this item is good place. But you are trying to create good reputation. But when you practice, when you build up your character properly, good reputation, fame will arise naturally. Make sense? Yeah, so we are not doing it by force. We are doing our Dhamma practice in the proper way. It will automatically arise. All right, Dhamma friends, I think we have come to the end of our study session today. So we are now going to transfer good karmas. May all the good karmas which we've been making today be transferred to all the departed relatives who passed away in the name of all of us. May they be well and happy, and may they attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.